Well, good afternoon. I'm Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Liberation. Tonight's podcast is 7 reasons why Omnificence excites limitless innovation. I'm awakened and aware of the dare to realize omnificent instantly, colorfully modernizes infinite scenarios within me of my dreamer's paradises and around me to instantly shed, shred, and communicate away self taught torment, self imposed limitations, socialized brainwashing, and societal constructs with ease. The definition of omnificent is boundless sovereign capacity of infinite innovation and expression, unrestricted by limitations and socialized structures or predetermined frameworks mentally. Omnificence awakens pure audacity to generate, innovate, and expand infinitely, activating energetic wisdom and liberated artistry to color my world with my dreamer's paradises. 7 reasons why omnificence liberates me from me and my viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, parents, programming, and ancestor survival mindsets. 1. Omnificent effortlessly dissolves inherited limitations. As omnificent eliminates ancestral survival mode conditioning, freeing me from ingrained patterns and programmed expectations. And omnificent expands beyond personal constructs rather than reinforcing fixed viewpoints, beliefs. As omnificence opens pathways of boundless perceptions and sovereign liberation to break the loop of self-sameness, sameness. Instead of being confined to self-definitions, omnificence releases attachment, optimizes constant innovation to move beyond conditioned thinking. What omnificence is the highest creation there is, but it rises you out of the think and knowing mind of creation. Because you're going to think and know your way to yesterday. And that is something that I've really awakened to. And omnificence liberates me from parental cultural imprints as omnificence rises beyond inherited narratives, granting the sovereignty to craft unfiltered, autonomous expressions rather than repeating generational structures of history. See, we've been taught the misery of history. We've never been taught the wisdom of history. Because once history awakens, you're into subconscious mind frozen in time representations that keep you stuck in the same place. As omnificence unfolds, liberating seniority, it dissolves constraints, ensuring your perceptions and wisdom to expand beyond the mental constructs of our thinking, knowing mind, program and ancestor programming, and survival-based mindsets that swiftly illuminates the images of inspiration, imagination, innovation, and innerprising energy to flow freely as my free-flowing energy energizes omnificence that keenly unblocks my boundless fun of the sun's splendor and stunning success, because scenarios open the way for my universal sovereign sources of health, wealth, wisdom, lavish, endless abundance, innovation that chauffeurs me onto my paths of enlightenment, innerprizes, inspirational ventures and experiences that innerprise ingenuity shows me why omnificence rises me out of the past. As omnific emergence dissolves limitations rather than being tethered to the past, constructs. See, that's one thing I really realized when I was opening up to omnificence. We really stay stuck in past constructs and never open up to the omnificence of our internal energized abilities. As omnificence invites boundless innovation, frees me from previous restrictions. See, that's something the outside world, we have been stuck in our previous restrictions because that's what we think and know and what we've always done. And it opens up to having a liberated recall that elevated me out of my memory loops. Instead of cycling through past narratives, omnificent rises and expands my adventurous awareness beyond inherited experiences to my infinite abilities, agilities, acumen, and audacity. As omnificence energize and my energetic flow of foresight communicates away stagnation. See, we think and know in stagnation. We listen to the freedom of our liberating invitations and dynamic nature of omnificence ensures elevations, elevating and dissolving, preventing past conditioning, letting fly my sovereign liberation. As my infinite foresight innovates and energizes my inner wizardry, omnificence awakens my sovereign liberation, instantly breaking away from my defined histories. See, we live the misery of history and we don't even realize it because the intention, the liberating part of history is understanding that history today is wrote to control us. As other people let it go, we stop being in the liberating part of ourselves. You know, it's about awakening to ourselves. And the thing about omnificence, sovereignty, it's I liberate me from me and sets me free. And innerprising expressions rise me beyond my past experiences and yesterday's mental frameworks. And that's something I've really opened up to is my mental frameworks never let me out of the boundaries of myself. And that's where all my wisdom, insight, clarity, and everything resides, is in the open air of dare. Dawning appreciation, realizing innerprising wizardry of my sovereign presence overrides old constructed mindsets from yesterday and our ancestors and education and all that. By focusing on my omnificent artistry, I engage and unfold my here and now, eliminating attachment to my past perceptions and structures. Opening my infinite ingenuity ignites autonomous expansion. As omnificence fuels within itself, boundless innovation continuously generates new realms of stunning scenarios of my dreamers' paradises and my desired lifestyle and moneyed up accomplished outcomes. As omnificence is unrestrained expression sparks my unbounded noalities. Because truth and reality are felt. Because they're all entitled to your thinking, knowing mind and everything you've always done. That's why we never rise out of yesterday until we let go of yesterday with unbounded nowities. Nowality is my word for reality, because nowality is here and it has no memories or anything attached to it. As I unbound my nowalities, the absence of limitation, optimizes omnificence to unfold infinitely, communicating away predefined, constructed thinking, knowing mindsets that energetically elevate and propel sovereign emergence. The force of omnificence is sovereign. Your sovereignty of omnificence elevates me and you beyond the cognitive constraints of what we think and know, igniting pure imaginative innovations to stroll me through life and chauffeur me to my promised lands. That's something I really want to express here, is always be chauffeured somewhere. When you're chauffeured, it's easy. But when you stroll or walk, they get there. But when you're chauffeured, you get to ride in the limousine of luxury that's within you. That's something I really understand now, is the limousine of luxury chauffeurs me to my beaches of bountiful bliss, my mountaintops of moneyed up fun of the sun's splendor. As my momentum perpetuates, natural momentum perpetuates momentum, unlike cycling repetitions, as omnificence effortlessly unfolds each innovative act, amplifying limitless, autonomous, enterprising wizardry to set me free from me. As my liberated recalls activate sovereign innovation, the limitless nature of omnificence enterprises unfiltered access to wisdom, emerging beyond structured frameworks from my education, through all phases of my life, to ask why. Omnificence optimizes cascading cash flow. Endless ingenuity opens my clever innovation, fuels endless lavish cash flow. Omnificence drives perpetual innovation, ensuring streams of value that evolve beyond the static income models that I taught myself, to my free-flowing energy of my intuition, imagination, innovation, and ingenuity to color my world with health, wealth, and success, and a lavish money flow. As my boundless scenarios attracts expansive markets without limitation, omnificence unlocks limitless pathways for monetization and sustained autonomous expansion. My energetic flow accelerates financial momentum as the dynamic nature of omnificence ensures cash flow cascades rather than stagnates, creating acceleration rather than depletion. As sovereign expansion multiplies healthy wealth streams instead of relying on singular income sources, as omnificence diversifies financial scenarios, optimizing gigantic cascading abundance to flow to my life today and every day in a bold, bright way. As my omnific mastery aligns with elevated prosperity, innovative sovereign savvy fuels elevated financial realization and bliss. As wealth rises me beyond traditional constraints to experience my liberated enterprising wizardry, frees my cascading cash flow as I glow of gusto gratitude. Let's fly my unbounded, omnificent optimism that suddenly inspires and elevates my wondrous wisdom that lets fly my free-flowing, intuitive, innovative, moneyed-up outcomes. As I awaken to my omnificence, I open up to understand my ability, agility, acumen, and audacity to energize my limitless, sleek, unique talents that dissolves all limitations. Omnificence is the most omnificent prowess allows you to wow yourself out of yesterday to enjoy today. As my unique talents that dissolves all limitation unlocks endeavoring energy that embraces every facet of my life, events, encounters, and experiences, as omnificence awakens my inner prowess to innovate, liberate, and inspire my dynamic daredevilry that optimizes my experiences of life. Swiftly awaken me to expand beyond ordinary boundaries of my self torment and limitation, rising of autonomous expansion. As I am an autodidact, which is a self educated entrepreneur, entrepreneurial vitality and adventurous authenticity to understand I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise right where I stand today. Because I listen to my omnific optimism, rise in me to my liminal carpet glide to float around the earth with freedom and sovereign savvy. As omnificence destroys limitations, elegantly expanding vitality, igniting enterprising wizardry, and enriching experiences to feel the freedom of me flow through me to the world. As omnificence rises above the limitations of change, heal, create, and transformation to instantly ignite my higher sovereignty to take flight, feeling liberation instigate genuine heart tenacity, to enjoy my life here and now in every way as I play on my seashores of stunning splendor. Now and forevermore I soar a sovereign omnificence. What omnificence is a real. See, when I say omnificence, I feel the stately significance of me being expressed to the world as omnificence. It's just a higher vibration of creativity and innovation. But however, when you say omnificence, how do you feel? Everybody's going to feel different. But I really like the way omnificence allows my magical magnificence to flow from me to the world, because it's your energy that's going to rise you out of yesterday. Let me rephrase that. It's your energetic energy that's going to float you out of yesterday to expand, energize, and enterprise today and the world with wisdom, optimism, realizing love, dawns, spawning spirit prowess, appreciating the wonders nirvana within yourself. Everything you desire in your life is inside you. It's just letting go of the imprisoned thoughts and stuff we have, letting go of the sabotaging stuff we have in ourselves. Something I've really awakened to is all the stuff I want in the world. There's nothing holding me back. There's zilch. I'm holding myself. But however, it's me rising to it and getting the free-flowing energy to mirror my desired life with it. As I grew up in South Dakota, and we had our challenges, but one thing we always had was the grit, get, and go to galvanize the optimism of inside me to set me free to enjoy today. That's the thing. It's about rising to enjoy today. As I play in my head, play today with my trend-setting optimism dawns adventurous, yes, a pizzazz to dance with my optimistic omnificence, showcasing the world my stately significance as my magical magnificence calms the airwaves of the universe for me to play any way I desire, as long as I'm energetically listen to hearken the wisdom of my day that strolls me through the day. Because it's our energetic listening that will rise us above our normal hearing and listening. It's about allowing yourself to feel the omnific optimism within yourself. People encompass all the wisdom, insight, and clarity to move the world forward. And I was on a radio show today and I said this, all the wisdom of the world is in the people, not in the hierarchy of the world, because wisdom comes from daily experiences. And as you express your wisdom to yourself, you're probably going to rise out of yourself to be a sovereign savant, being chauffeured through the world, because you listen for wisdom as knowledge is from the books. So life, we have the books and the education here. Then as we go forward, we get into the sovereign of ourselves, and that's letting go of our thinking and knowing from yesterday. As we let go of the yesterday's thinking and knowing and open up to today's sovereign splendor, we get to rise above and feel the freedoms within ourselves open the way for us to play today on our fields of foresight, ingenuity, enterprising life's daily experiences. And something I really opened up to is everybody's equal. And that is what something the omnificent is, because, most people go through life, it's like a train track. As long as you stay inside the social ways, you're on that train track. But as soon as you open up your intuition, imagination, the out of everywhere dares to rise out of it are going to occur right here for you to rise, shine, and expand of your dreamer's dexterity. I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom, Hypno Acuity, and may your life be blessed as you are a blessing to me and the world. And thank you for listening. And we'll be here Thursday night with Xperience rises you out of practicing. Thank you and good night.